Welcome back, and let's talk about Havells because the company did come out within earnings. But what's the outlook going ahead and what factors will be at play? Let's try to decode all of that with Mr. Anil Gupta, who's the chairman and managing director of Havells, joining us on the show right now. Morning, Mr. Gupta, and thank you so much for your time. Firstly, your wires in the cable segment, that reported a good set of numbers. Can you tell us what is the volume and the value growth for this particular segment, and what are the expansion plans amid the competitive intensity that we're already seeing in the industry?
Well, I think the growth of 27% in wires and cables business is primarily contributed by volume growth, which is over 20%. And so it's a good sign that the industrial and infrastructure demand continues to remain strong. Havells is making forays into the international markets with this cables and wire business, and in the coming times, with expanded capacities from existing manufacturers as well as newer manufacturers as well, I see that there is this good structural demand happening all over the world for cables for a few years. So that should be a good opportunity for expanded capacities, to be benefiting from.
Right, and also, Mr. Gupta, help us understand how is the demand scenario in urban and rural markets in the quarter gone by, and going forward, what is your outlook in terms of any uptick in demand if we can expect to see?
I think overall demand scenario, consumer demand has remained a bit meek, lukewarm, also a bit affected by the summer, which was not very strong during this particular quarter. So I think going forward, with the seasons now normalizing, as well as hopefully all the initiatives taken by the government as well as the banks, I think, and hopefully a good monsoon, we should be hoping for a good second half.
All right, but along with that, if you look at the numbers, the company did report a weak Q1 number. What led to these declines, if you can give us some sense, and what will be the outlook going ahead? How do you see your numbers shaping up?
Yes, I think there is no doubt about the fact that after a very strong summer season last year, we had a very weak summer season, and Havells in the first quarter is primarily a lot dependent upon summer products like air conditioners, fans, room coolers, refrigerators. So this demand got affected for the industry. And, again, because it is seasonal and it is transitory, so we are quite hopeful that in the coming times, the demand should remain strong.
Right, and Mr. Gupta, if you could help us with the current inventory levels for ACs, fans, and coolers. Given the declines this quarter, we've heard from counterparts that the inventory has been overbuilt in anticipation of a good summer, but that has been ruined by early monsoons. What's your take on that?
Yeah, the supply chain gets ready for a strong summer, especially in the third and fourth quarter of the financial year, expecting a strong summer. And I believe at the end of the first quarter, there is higher inventory levels that normalize levels in all the summer product categories, be it air conditioners or fans, both at the manufacturer level as well as the retailer level. So I believe it might take a little bit of time for it to get normalized, maybe this quarter, and hopefully again, second half should come out stronger.
All right, but Mr. Gupta, does this stand for Lloyds as well? Because that particular segment, we have seen a bit of a weak Q1 yet again. But do you see any impact on the full year turnaround and the margin improvement going ahead?
I think we are still very positive about the Lloyd, performance, because this tepid demand in summer products is industry-wide. Whereas if we actually see Lloyd on its own, it has shown very strong, much stronger performance as compared to the similar numbers of revenue that we achieved 2 years ago. So I would say that Lloyd has gone through a complete transformation of cost efficiencies, of brand pull, premiumization, and I think all this is panning out well, which hopefully when the demand picks up, things should be much stronger for Lloyd.
Right, and Mr. Gupta, also help us understand if any capacity expansion plans are underway at the moment, and if at all are they brownfield or greenfield in nature?
I think we've already announced large capex plans for this year and the next year, which in total should be around 2,000 crores to expand capacities in cables, and expand capacities for newer product categories in Lloyd. So I think there are fairly decent capex plans for the coming couple of years.
But internationally, how was the overall performance of your export business, and how much exposure does Havells have to USA? Give us some number there, and what will be your overall outlook on this particular segment? If USA imports any tariff, will it hurt you?
I think we are quite bullish on the export side. We are seeing good traction for our products now in the US markets. We've established a strong supply chain customer base for cables, which will continue to expand from here. We're making stronger forays in lighting business and small steps in air conditioning business, but we are also looking at that market in a big way. So I think US will become an important part of our overall export strategy, and it is started on a good note.
Okay, Saran, before we let you go, just help us understand. You have said that you have good exposure to the US. If Trump imposes tariffs on India, how will this hurt your business? We don't know what this percent could be, but any impact you're expecting?
While the exposure is still extremely low at this point of time, but we are still hopeful that we will be in a relatively advantageous position as compared to other countries. So hence, we are still positive about the US outlook.
All right, with this, we let you go on that, Mr. Gupta. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us on your earnings and giving us the outlook ahead.